Hello everyone, M-Live's Matt Wenzel here with Kyle Austin following Michigan State's 68-65 win against Purdue tonight at Breslin Center. Kyle, 3 big takeaways. First of all, the biggest one, I mean, no lack of drama at the end. Miles Bridges hits the big 3. Can you kind of just run us over how that transpired and what it meant?
Yeah, I mean, he was supposed to drive on the play. They wanted to drive, get a foul, get to the free throw line. As he said that they were sloughing off of him, and he was afraid if he drove them, he might turn it over. I watched the replay. I'm not sure. I mean, he had a guy in his face, and he was 25 feet out. So, I mean, he chose the 3. I think he would have caught some heat from Izzo if he'd have missed it, but he makes it. And, you know, I think it's a big thing for Miles Bridges. As much as he's done here, he hasn't had that moment yet to me. He hasn't had a game winner ever, he said, in his basketball career. He didn't do any Denzel things, like put the team on his back, went over Kansas. So, and he got some criticism for that. You know, I think people had said he didn't hit the big shot. You know, obviously people have heard of the Dan Dockich doesn't have game criticism. I mean, it's hard to criticize a guy too much that was averaging 18 points a game. But I think as far as being a clutch guy, this was a really big moment for him.
Yeah. I mean, and you know, Tom said it after the game. He kind of joked that he was, like you said, supposed to go in the hole, and then he called the shot disrespectful. He's obviously joking, but anyway, and he'll take it. Moving on, I mean, from that being the perimeter, a lot of the game was spent, battling the paint. We had Haas matched up with pick your guy from Michigan State, basically depending on foul trouble and matchup. You know, what did you see from Haas and what Michigan State was trying to do, defending him, and maybe vice versa?
Well, it was a bold game plan. You're basically taking the most skilled big man in the Big Ten and basically letting him do what he wants to do, and trusting that you can play defense well enough on the rest of those guys to allow that to happen. And that's basically what happened. Haas took 22 shots today, which is pretty incredible. Made 12 of them, hits 25, but especially for the second half, they shut down everybody else, which is what they're trying to do. I mean, Carson Edwards had his moments, but they didn't hit a three-pointer in the second half. Purdue came into the game averaging 9.9 three-pointers a game, best in the Big Ten. And they basically said, all right, Haas, we're going to play you one-on-one, and everybody else, we're going to try to shut down, and that worked. And they're able to do that, though, also because they have a lot of front court depth, and they have those bodies. You know, Haas is going to get guys in foul trouble, and he did today. And most teams aren't going to be able to use that strategy because they're going to get all their decent big men in foul trouble, and then they're going to be stuck. But, you know, they had Gavin Schilling, who I thought did a really good job, especially with the last miss of Isaac Haas. You know, obviously, it was a tough matchup for Nick Ward. He didn't play a lot, but having the bodies against Haas, I think, really was what allowed them to do it.
Okay. Big picture, I mean, I think you go back, doesn't seem like too long ago, but there were people speculating Michigan State could possibly go undefeated in Big Ten play. Obviously that didn't happen, but today was, top 5 matchup. We'll weigh heavily in the conference. What are Michigan State's chances now with, just a couple weeks left to play in the conference?
Pretty decent, I think. Ohio State is currently, as we speak, is up on about 25 on Iowa. So we're going to assume they win that game, and basically they're going to be one back of Ohio State. With 5 games to play. So you need Ohio State to lose one, but Ohio State goes to Indiana, they go to Michigan, and they have one other tough road game I'm forgetting right now. So they play 3 of their last 5 on the road. Certainly they could win out, but they've got, to me, the tougher schedule. You want to be chasing Ohio State instead of Purdue, because Purdue ends easier. So I think there's a decent chance they stumble. Michigan State has to do their job too. There's no gimmies. I don't think they have a really difficult closing schedule, but you go to Minnesota, you go to Wisconsin. Wisconsin's down, but you play in Big Ten road games, that's tough. So, but I think the bottom line is they have a chance. There's 2 weeks to go. That's what Tom Izzo talked about. You want to give yourself a chance with 2 weeks to go. And after that first week in January, that certainly looked pretty iffy. But obviously these teams won 8 straight now, and he's giving himself a chance, which is all you can ask for.
All right, so there's still a chance. That'll wrap it up for us. Come back to mlive.com/Spartans for all your post-game coverage.